you want me to throw this in the trunk for you?
Oh, no, it's fine.
Put it in the back seat then?
Oh, I keep my Ranger bag up front. I use the extra storage up top for my tacos. This is the Commander bag from Dynamic Discs. Now it's available in these three colors, the brown, the gray, and the blue. The main compartment here holds 20 discs. Up top here, there's 2 elastic pockets here. I use these for my putting putters. And then these pockets on the sides are kind of a secret storage compartment because they go all the way down. See how much of my arm is gone? It's just eaten by the bag. Besides that, there's water bottle holders on the side. There's these 2 cell phone size pockets on the side. I usually keep a sports sack in this one. So that is the Dynamic Disc Commander bag. Check it out at dynamicdisc.com.
Hey, there we are. Hey, guys. Welcome to Dynamic Discs Update with Jeremy Rusco. I'm, of course, Bobby Cool, Daddy Slick Breeze. And we have a lot of things to talk about. But before we get to that, we have a special guest in studio, Mr. JJ from Radius Brewing Company. And Jeremy, what do we got going on over here?
Long day, 4 o'clock means it's 5 o'clock somewhere, and JJ is here to just share the love of disc golf, beer, and more disc golf.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so we had the Radius Open 2 weeks ago now.
I think it was about 2 weeks.
It just feels like it was yesterday. And, you know, Radius, if you haven't been to Emporia, you're missing out. You need to come check out all the great stuff that's happening in Emporia. And, of course, Radius Brewery is one of the best places to come before or after your disc golf round. And, yeah, invited JJ in. JJ's a disc golfer, just had the Radius Open. And we thought that we needed to sample some of JJ's latest brew concoctions. So what do you think, JJ? What you got today?
Well, first, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
This is awesome. So right now, what we've been sampling while we waited to start is some low-5 pale ale. It's just kind of an old standard at Radius, just our house pale ale, nice and citrusy and aromatic, but easy to drink, so you can have several of them during a round. Kind of makes it my favorite beer that we have.
It tastes delicious.
32 ounces.
Yeah, that's about a front 9 for me, generally, depending on how it goes.
I like it. I like it.
Maybe 2 at the country club today. We got like, what, 40, 50 mile an hour winds in Emporia. Yeah, I tell you what, this is one of my go-tos for sure at the brewery, and glad you still had it on. Well, glad you had it canned for us today.
So JJ, tell us a little bit about your like the quick history of you as a brewmaster. Like what got you involved in brewing beer?
It just started as a hobby. I sold car parts for a long time and started brewing as something to do in my spare time, and it just kind of made sense to me. Of course, I always enjoyed the end product. That was always probably the biggest driving force behind it. But did it for about 7 years, and then a friend of mine wanted to open a restaurant and asked if I wanted to brew beer at a restaurant, and that's how Radius was born.
Gotcha. Now tell us a little bit I know we always talk up Radius about when people come here to Glassbone Open and things like that, but tell us what can people expect when they come to Emporia and they want to have a night out at Radius Brewery?
Well, first and foremost, we have amazing food and great service staff. Pretty casual atmosphere, which we pretty much demand. We have no desire to be fine dining or anything. We want to be approachable for everybody. And I think that's kind of consistent with just craft beer in general, and kind of how it ties in with disc golf also. Just, you know, we want to be approachable for anybody, beginners, people that aren't into craft beer, people that love craft beers. We want to have something for everybody.
Well, I tell you what, you do make some delicious pizzas. I love your pizzas. I love that oven baked pizza. But the
Brick
newest
oven.
brick
Yeah,
oven.
brick oven.
The newest thing that I really like, and it's like a shrimp queso or something like that, or
Oh,
it's
the
something-
shrimp and chorizo dip.
Oh,
man.
that's so good.
Yeah, I
Who
have
came up
to-
with that one?
That's all Chef Gus.
Oh gosh, that stuff is delicious. I could eat it like soup. Anyway, but as far as your beer, you make some delicious beer. What I guess tell us kind of what your mindset was when you said I'm going to brew beer. What was your mindset? How did you want your beer to stand out from other beers?
You know what I tell everybody, I want to make beer that I like to drink, and I wouldn't call myself a picky drinker. I'm not a beer snob by any means, but I appreciate quality beer, and I want to have a diverse selection because everybody doesn't like the same thing. So just try and make quality versions of different styles and try and have some fun with it as much as I can, which is pretty much all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just it's supposed to be fun, and that's how we like to keep it.
Awesome. Now your is kind of unique where you have the brewing going on right in the middle of the restaurant. Now I know sometimes I think you heard that you weren't sure that was such a good idea once the restaurant got open, but is it kind of neat to have people watch you as you're brewing the beer?
It's neat for them to be able to see it.
Right.
For me, if it was up to me, I'd like to be in a back room where nobody saw me or knew who I was.
No, is that your personality?
Yeah, that's
no
kinda,
way.
So yeah, it took some bribing to get me on here today.
Yes, yes, thank you. I see you sweating over there.
Yeah, but no, it's been great. A big part of our concept, we wanted the public to be able to see everything that we do. So that's why we've got the brewery in the middle. That's why we've got the open kitchen concept. We've got nothing to hide. We're just trying to make good food, good beer, and provide a good experience.
That's awesome. Well, I know that every time I go there, I have a great time. I know if we go at the right time, but the wrong, it's packed. That place is packed. I know Emporia loves Raiders Brewing Company and everything you guys do for the community and the good food and the good beer that you make for us.
Yeah, we've been fortunate. We've been really well received.
Yeah, I miss the early days, the startup days when you guys were closed like 2 days a week. And,
Oh, me too.
like one day a month, we would call JJ and see if we could have a company function, company party, and of course, so graciously would always let us come in and borrow the restaurant for an evening function. And fortunately for you guys, maybe in terms of the cash flow side of things, you guys are open 7 days a week. And one of the things you might expect on a Friday or Saturday is that you might have a 5-minute wait at the bar when you come in, because Radius is always packed, and it's the happening spot to be in Emporia. So and just love. I don't mind going to the bar because I love all the good beer, and I want to see what you got next.
All right.
To pour here.
Yeah, well, this is delicious. But we do have someone has a question for you while you pour the next one. Well, I got to down this real quick. So
we got Jose in the house.
We got some Jose.
What is Jose?
Jose's it's a weird beer. It's one of my old homebrew recipes, actually. And when I came up with this
I didn't realize
beer,
he had other glasses. I just downed this so we can pour it. That's all good.
Imagine that, Bobby drinking again.
I was trying to
Once
make
a month.
a beer that tasted like jalapeno poppers.
Oh, whoa.
And this beer doesn't taste like jalapeno poppers, but it's pretty good. It's it's an amber ale, and it's brewed with smoked malt, fresh jalapenos, some brown sugar, and a little bit of lactose
wow.
for a little bit of creaminess and a little bit of residual sweetness to balance it out. I only brew it 2 or 3 times a year, but it's the beer we get asked about most. When are you going to brew Jose?
I'm one of those guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you're watching on YouTube and you do have a question for JJ, go ahead and put it in there, and Anthony will give it over to us. But someone does have a question. Does Radius ship out of state?
We don't. Actually, we can't legally. Right now, as I said, our brew house is right in the middle of our dining room, so it's pretty small. So at this point, we're struggling to make enough beer just to keep up with the restaurant in-house.
Wow.
We're hoping sometime in the relatively near future to have a place where we can start making a lot more beer and make it more available to more people.
That's awesome. Another question came in. I'm not sure if it came from the board or where, but it says, is Anthony allowed to try the Jose? Anthony, this is only for people 21 and older.
Yes.
So only for the adults. So one of these days. One of these days. All right. Well, this is delicious.
Yeah, I love
This is
Jose.
a cool combination. I love the taste that it has. I'm not much of a beer connoisseur, so I don't know how to like. How does one, like, okay, so wine, you shake it around, you smell it, you swish it around. How do you do that? What's the proper way to taste a beer?
Put it in your mouth.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Smell it and drink it, and that's the thing about beer. It's not pretentious.
Yeah.
Or it shouldn't be.
Right.
It should be fun, and you should enjoy it to the level that you want to, and that's the beauty of it, I think.
That's awesome. What else you got, Jeremy?
Well, I think it's probably time to pour the porter as well.
Does that mean I have to down this one?
No. There's other glasses over there, Bobby. You don't have to get.
I mean, you can.
You take
anyway.
you take your time.
Still
you,
gonna.
You do your thing. One of the other cool things about Radius is if you didn't already spend all your disc golf funds at Dynamic Discs, Radius has a great selection of discs from Dynamic Discs, and I think there's a few Latitude 64 and Westside discs in there as well. And I wish I had it right here in front of me, but one of my favorite discs, just the Radius logo, the full color Dimax is just perfect on a disc. And they've got those there as well, unless they're sold out. And I know that's happened a time or two. So, the porter, let's see.
We do have another question. So someone is curious what your favorite local beer in Kansas City.
Oh man, there's so many good ones in Kansas City that I'd be hesitant to pick a favorite. There are a lot of great breweries open on the Kansas side, which is great. That hadn't been the case for quite a while. Boulevard's an easy one. They're the biggest brewery up there. They produce a lot of good beer. I want to just go down and list every single brewery up there. Yeah. I don't pick favorites necessarily. It kind of depends on what area of the city I'm in.
Sure, that's
So,
fair. Yeah, that's fair.
There's not enough time to list all of my favorite breweries
I'm
up
sure
there.
you've tried to
I
dodge different places. You probably have a lot of friends and things like that.
I do, and they're all my favorite.
Yeah, so one of the things you guys started 2 years ago with the Glass Blown Open was the Kansas Craft Beer Fest.
Yeah.
Correct? Did I say that right?
Yep.
And last year I think you had almost 30 different breweries.
Yeah, we had every brewery in Kansas with the exception of a couple, and they were brand new and just couldn't get away. But yeah, it's grown every year.
What are we looking at this year? Or this year, 2020 Glass Blown Open.
There's been over 20 new breweries licensed in Kansas since the festival last year. So
you guys think you're a part of that?
I'd like to think so, but we're actually one of the old guys now. We've been open a little over 5 years, and it's just continued to grow. When we opened, we were the 16th license in the state, and now there's over 60.
Wow.
So yeah, it's blowing up and it's great, and there's a lot of people producing a lot of great beer all throughout the state. And if we can gather them up for the disc golfers to come try them all at one pop, then we really enjoy that.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, come see us. I believe it's April 25th or April 26th, 27th, somewhere in there.
Monday
next
of
year.
GBO.
Monday of GBO. It's going to be awesome.
You can check out glassblowopen.com and go to the event schedule and be able to see when things are scheduled there for sure.
Cool, JJ. We got business to get to,
got
I
lots of
guess.
business.
I got business on.
Leave the beer.
Yeah,
Leave the beer.
Leave the beer.
I'm leaving the beer. I've got
Except
more.
you could take maybe a little bit that you need. But appreciate you joining us. Thanks for all you do to help grow disc golf here in Emporia and elsewhere. And we think you guys are awesome.
Thanks for all you guys do to help grow Emporia and
Absolutely.
keep disc
Cheers.
golf going good.
Don't spill it on the computer.
Cheers, guys. Thanks
All
a
right.
lot.
Thanks, JJ. All right, so I think we've got a
transition
for Bobby, which means I'll keep things going here for a minute. Things have been really busy. Well, JJ, thanks again for the beer. I was in I self-inflicted myself on a payroll seminar today to try to get myself up to speed on some of the new payroll laws that are coming out and trying to make sure that we are organized and operating up to all the standards that there are today. And I tell you what, that was an all-day adventure where I learned a couple things and thankfully felt pretty good about everything that we're doing to take care of our employees and run our payroll the correct way and make sure that we're following all the rules, laws, and regulations. And I tell you what, there's no shortage of those going on now. So anyway, this has been a much-needed early drink today. So yeah, I know Bobby just got back, and I just finally saw Bobby after he got back from the Incarcerated event where Delwood Disc Golf took things over at the old Joliet prison, and Bobby
that was an awesome
finally tuning back in here and can probably start talking about that a little bit more than I am.
So I went down to Joliet, Illinois, to take part in the Incarcerated 2 event. This is where they put 18 holes throughout the yard of the old Joliet prison. This is done by Delwood Disc Golf, the fine folks over there. Sean and Sheila Callahan did an amazing job. Of course, I'm sure there's people. There's large numbers of volunteers that helped out. And I don't know all their names, but thank you to all the volunteers and the staff that helped put that together. And it was just nothing but smiles and good times out there throwing discs within the prison yard. So really good stuff. In fact, Dan, if you want to play that Incarcerated drone footage, I took some drone footage out there so you can kind of get a glimpse of all the cool stuff. So, of course, yeah, there's the prison. Big overview of the prison. It was just a really cool sight to see. Just a lot of open space. A lot of people were concerned on Facebook. They're like, is it going to be a pitch and putt or what is it? There were some places where you really had, look, there's an island hole. Yeah.
What?
Look at this hole. Yeah, there was places where you had narrow tunnels and you had, you had to
man.
chunk it pretty good to get it out there.
A good thing your drone didn't hit that light pole there.
Yes, good thing. But they made it very. It was not only a fun course, but a challenging course. This was kind of neat. Someone got their disc stuck up on the prison wall, so I flew the drone to show them where it was at. So amazing time out there. And again, thanks to all the players that came out and said hi. And I got to shake hands with a lot of people and talk disc golf with them. And of course, again, thanks to Delwood Disc Golf. You guys did an amazing job. And if they do it next year, I hope to be a part of it.
Yeah, I hope I can get invited to that trip too.
Nope. Yes, of course, that would be lovely.
Just right after the Radius Open a couple weeks ago, we had the Dynamic Discs Open. 180 players actually had to turn a player away from the waiting list. And it was just great to see so many people in Emporia for not only the Radius Open, but the Dynamic Disc Open. And if you haven't put Emporia on your disc golf destination list, make sure you come see us soon. And I think that there's a little short video from the Dynamic Discs Open.
Yes. What do we got from the Dynamic? Okay, so what we did for the Dynamic Discs Open is we did some lead card coverage, and Anthony put together a little highlight of a really nice shot just to kind of give you a teaser if you want to play that, Danny. So, Taco had a really nice shot here on hole 5 toward the basket. Hits the cage. Oh, look at the look on the face of the Taco, because can't believe he almost got that in there for a good shot. And then, of course, we have a little flight line demo of showing the line there. It was good competition, beautiful weather. If you have not watched it yet, make sure you go to, or of course you're on the YouTube channel now, but make sure you look for it, the coverage of the Dynamic Discs Open. Also, for more tournament coverage, we drove out there, me and Danny drove to Piney Woods Open. Coda had an amazing, did he get the eagle or an eagle attempt, Anthony? He got the eagle, so we got a clip of that as well. Let's take a look at that. This is from last year. So, but if you want to go out and watch the 2019 coverage, you can on our YouTube channel. But just to give you a look at what the course looks like, this is a shot from Coda. Going down into taking a little lefty.
I think Coda's the first guy that I knew that was like mashing like almost 600 feet.
The dude can throw for sure.
Yeah. No big deal.
No big
deal.
Just put it right in. So yeah, got the eagle there. So anyway, more tournament covers, of course, on our way to the road to 50,000 subscribers on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe if you're not a subscriber.
I just subscribed the other day, so you can do it too. You can do it too.
No wonder we don't have any subscribers.
I said the other day. It might have been the other month.
Even our workers don't even subscribe to us.
Last thing that we had was the Emporia Ladies Open, our first Emporia Ladies Open event, and Denise and Jackie just did an incredible job. It was so cool to see over 70 women come out to the event, and despite the early morning rain and weather delays, the event turned out to be great. The day turned out to be great in the afternoon, and I tell you what, we are really excited to continue to grow that event. And it's just it's really cool to see the different dynamics with a female-only ladies event. It just seems like all the ladies are supporting each other. Seems like they're rallying to find ways to get more women involved with disc golf, and I think it's just a really inviting tournament and an inviting event to come out to. So if you haven't found a female-only event and you are a female disc golfer, I encourage you to participate in one, and for sure, make sure you mark your calendar whenever next year's Emporia Ladies Open hits the calendar. So that's it for event recap.
All right. Yes, we have new products coming up. I know a lot of you have been itching to see the new products and talk about the new products, but right now we have a couple of questions. Let's see. Will DD broadcast GBO live?
Well, in terms of dynamic discs specifically, I do not think that will be the intention. We really value and appreciate our partnership. What's that?
I usually don't like dark beer. That is really good.
Well, yes.
That's off the radius.
Yes.
Sorry. Anyway, go ahead.
We really value our partnership that we've had with Smashbox over the last, how many years has that been? Hey, you stay awake. You mind your own business over there, Bobby.
I'm teasing. Sorry, go ahead.
And, we did actually, I think it was in 2016, we did our own live broadcast.
Yeah? Was it 16? Yeah.
Man, it feels like forever ago. But we did that, and I tell you what, we just found out that, it takes time. It takes a lot of time, effort, and energy to really figure out all the bugs and the kinks and and I don't think anybody has Johnny V in the back room controlling everything. And so anyway, I would expect that you'll see Smashbox. I don't think we've got anything officially lined up with them yet, but with the disc golf tour season officially finally winding down just this last weekend, now's the time to start planning for 2020. So that's that.
So later on we're going to show you the Scout Basket, but someone has a question. Are Scout Baskets good enough to make a permanent course?
No. I mean, I just don't think you want to have
what they're designed for.
Yeah, well, you don't want to have a portable, temporary type of basket for a permanent course. I do know several places that use recruits for a permanent course, and really, I mean, the affordability of the Dynamic Discs Patriot basket to me just makes it be where you would want to do nothing other than put a Patriot basket in for your course if you're looking to stay at an affordable price point. But sure, if you're going to set up a course in the backyard and you want to have it out there for a short length of time, yeah, Scout, try it out. But don't think you're going to get a good permanent course with that.
All right. So one more question: will we ever see the basket? No.
Yes.
You're going to see the basket eventually. Hang tight.
I see it.
But first, we're going to give away.
Oh, what are we
a
giving
disc. Away? We're going to give away a Prime Burst Warden, we got here sitting here from one of our little tester video goodie stash. And what I mean by tester, in other words, we did a review at some point and threw this a few times, so it's got a little bit of wear and tear on it, but a perfectly good disc. But we just can't see ourselves putting it back on the shelf, so we're going to give it away. With the Warden and in celebration with the Incarcerated event, I want you to go out to Delwood Disc Golf Course, to their Facebook page, do a screenshot of us, and tell them I learned about your event through the Dynamic Disc Updates with Jeremy Rusco, and tag Dynamic Discs. And here a little bit later, I will pick someone as a winner for this award. And we want to let Delwood Disc Golf know that really, really appreciate being invited out there for their event, and give them some awareness about this event. So take a screenshot of us, and then post it on the Delwood Disc Golf Course and say, I'm learning about Incarcerated on the Dynamic Disc Update with Jeremy, and we will pick a winner for that. Let's see. No more questions, so let's get on to the product.
That is one of the best prime Wardens I have ever felt.
Feels pretty good, huh?
I might need to think about going to Team Warden.
Okay. Robert probably just
hopefully he's
shouted
not
hallelujah.
Hopefully
Robert's
he's not
over there.
listening. So one of the things we've been hearing, again, guys, I tell you what, we really appreciate any time that you take the opportunity to tell us something that you feel like we need, or something you feel like we're missing out on, or maybe just your wish list for products that we can come out with. And one of the requests that's been coming out, I'd say over the last couple of years, has been a backpack cooler bag. We do have the Soldier cooler bag, but that's just your traditional duffel style disc golf bag. And with the popularity of disc golf backpacks, we felt like it was finally time to sample and bring in a cooler backpack, and we've got it here today.
Now, when you say cooler, you mean you're not saying it's cooler than the other one, right? You're literally talking about a cooler in the bag.
I'm talking about a cooler bag where I can put in.
Whoa, that fit. Wow, that fit. Wow.
We could put in a couple
of those.
A couple 32-ounce radius crowlers. But no, these are designed to hold a six pack 16-ounce cans for whether it's your favorite beverage similar to what we're drinking, or whether that's your energy drink. It's essentially your Commander backpack with a cooler in it, and it does actually hold about 10 discs in the compartment of the actual bag next to the actual cooler component. And then there's the gusseted pockets up top where you can fit some extra discs as well that Bobby's getting ready to show. And then if you need even more discs, so that gets you up to about 14 discs very easily, which when I'm going out and playing a disc golf round that might involve a couple beers, I probably don't need any more than about 12 discs myself. But everybody's got their own preference. And anyway, if you need to throw a few extra discs in, there are the side pockets that you can throw some extra discs in. But looking forward to having that product come out. I believe that'll be an early 2020 release. Don't know officially what color we'll be coming out with, but we're excited to introduce that bag. And that cooler is you can take that cooler out, so you can utilize that bag very similar as the regular Commander backpack would be as well. So cool stuff there. And then we're also working on those new Ranger colorways and new Sniper colorways, and well, I guess the next round of Commander colorways will be coming out as well early next year. But late this year for the holiday season, we are going to be receiving the next shipment of Rangers and Snipers, and you just saw the army green, olive green colorway, the hyper blue, and the why can't I think of Arctic? Why am I saying Arctic?
I don't know.
What color is that? Blizzard. There we go.
Company.
It's been a little while since. Anyway, so we got those bags coming out. Restock of not a restock, but we'll say a restock for this holiday season. And then, those are just kind of back to the basics on colors. I tell you what, we have. We're getting things figured out. I guess it's been a kind of a long road of things in the bag development. Hey, you stay away.
I'm just cheersing.
Okay. With all the
You're busy talking.
Yeah,
so I was
I
just
am.
cheersing myself.
there's been a lot of challenges when it comes to overseas production, and while we wish that all of our bags and all of our products were made in the USA, at the end of the day, we've got to run a sustainable business. There have been some challenges and some hurdles with the massive increases in the tariffs that our government has imposed. And anyway, we got things figured out with the bags now, and we're going to be getting back to, I don't know if you look back a couple years ago, we had a lot of unique colorways, smaller production runs, and believe we've got that dialed in where for the upcoming years, you're going to be seeing much more variety, much more unique stuff coming out from our bag line, and I look forward to sharing those developments with you guys when we get them. What do you got, Bobby?
What do we got?
What are you
Are we
working on over
are
there?
we next?
What are you working on?
Reading people's chatting me about lights and not liking the way lighting is and stuff like that.
Oh, man.
Well, next up we have, let's talk about actually the team series, the Lucid-X team series escapes. I have a bunch of them here. This one is a Peter McBride. Of course, this is the state of California where Peter McBride is from, or just resides, or
Well, he's not there very often because
he's out traveling. But so anyway, so this is Peter McBride's little stamp he has on his team series Lucid-X, and I want to save this one for last because this was so funny.
That is cool. So one of the things that we totally realize and know out is, when you're a touring disc golfer, your full-time job is touring the country, competing at the highest level. It's expensive to be out on the road, and it's a grind. And we to help finish off the year and help provide some more support for our team players, we allowed our team players to put their custom stamps on some of our inventory that we had for the Lucid-X Escape. And the Lucid-X Escape, if you haven't thrown the Escape, I think you're missing out. It is it's got sneaky distance, and one of the things that a lot of people have said that the Escape has lacked over the years has just been that a little bit extra stability that maybe it needed for higher arm speeds. And the Lucid-X Escape it's money. I love that stamp.
Real quick, this is AJ Risley's stamp. I mean, all the stamps are really cool, but what's unique about this one is AJ Risley literally drew this and gave it to our graphics guy to put on there to make a stamp. So he drew that waffle pattern. That was really cool.
I got to see if I got that on my cell phone, Bobby.
Oh, the picture. And here's Missy Gannon for her Colorado Mountains. Paige Pierce with the little PP signature inside the name Pierce. And then my favorite one. I mean, I don't have favorites, but this is my favorite one. Tina with the little spout escaping. There's Tina right there going, "Where are you going, Spout?" And Spout says, "I'm out of here. We out here." That's what Spout's saying. We out here.
Yeah.
So, you can pick those up right now at dynamicdiscs.com. And, of course, proceeds from that go to our players. So make sure you get that. Did you find it?
I didn't find the picture of AJ, but I did find a cool little... I don't know, just some of these fun patterns that our guys are working with. Oh, I can't show it. Sorry. Gosh, I'm breaking the rules.
All right, next up we have some Chameleon stuff we want to talk about. Looks like we have some Halloween Chameleon stamps here. We have
these things sold out so fast
river
on wholesale.
And unless you've seen one of these up front, I mean, the camera doesn't do these things justice. Just the Chameleon, just the color changing of them is really cool. This is the river. This is the West Side Discs King. And of course, it's got kind of the Halloween evil look to it on there. Can't really see it in the camera. And then, of course, my favorite is going to be the DD Escape with the clown on there. So really cool.
Yeah, I think last I was looking over the weekend, I know the Escape was sold out. I think there was a couple Kings and a couple Rivers left on our website, and if we're out by now, make sure you check your favorite online or local retailer. Those did sell out really quickly on the wholesale side, so not sure who all has those and who doesn't.
Another thing we have is the Smoky Lucid Metallic Raider. That's for you, Robert. Radar. You're gonna make your competition walk the plank. Arr! I'm done. So this has a pirate stamp on it with the Raider, the Lucid metallic Raider on there. This is for buyback only stores. Buyback, of course, is our program where if a store is a buyback, part of the buyback program, they can walk into a store, buy anything from Westside Discs, Latitude 64, Dynamic Discs, and they have 14 days to try it out. If it's a disc they just don't think will work for them, you can bring it back in, and we will give you the ability to get another disc from any brand. But that's how much we believe in our product, that you will fall in love with your product. But we will also, part of the reason for the program is we want to make sure you get the disc that is right for you. We don't want you to just buy any disc. But as a buyback store, you get special little deals like this by getting this exclusive disc. So if you're a customer, find you a buyback store and take advantage of it. If you are a retail shop owner, take advantage of this program because you get special deals like this. Plus, you create awesome foot traffic to come in and get cool stuff like that. Plus, you are able to offer excellent customer service by letting your customers know that you care about the disc that they purchase and that they know that you may just get a disc that isn't quite right for you, and you'll be able to bring that in and trade it out.
Yeah, and last thing on the buyback, if your local disc golf store is not part of our buyback program, go in there and ask them why they're not, and help them become a buyback retailer so they can reach out to us, and we'll walk them through how easy the process is, and it'll be good for everybody.
Oh, and one final quick note. A lot of store owners, well, I don't know if it's a lot right now, but some of them are like, well, won't I have a lot of people bringing their discs back? No, you will not. The feedback we get from store owners is that it's very, very, very minimal. Not enough to be concerned about the program, but to actually think that the program works for them and is excellent for as far as customer service. Are we ready? Do we have any more questions? Let's see if we got any questions coming in. Oh, we have some questions real quick before we get to this guy.
Okay.
When can we expect more transit carts? I think that's in our notes to go over later, unless you want to mention it now.
Yeah, I mean, I think we could go ahead and mention it now. So the transit cart, man, thank you guys. I tell you what, that we are sold out. And we are not going to be getting a restock of the transit cart in until I believe the date is slated for basically the 1st of March. We'll just say March 1st, 2020. We do intend on getting 3 different colors. So it'll be the traditional black, as well as I think we're planning on doing the camo and the stars and stripes, I believe. Now that could change, but I think that's the case. And ultimately, what we want to hear from you guys in these comments would be great. You can email Bobby directly on these comments.
What you talking about, Jeremy?
Actually, you can just email me, Rusco at dynamicdiscs.com.
For what are we emailing?
We're emailing about any feedback. If you're out there and you've used the cart and you haven't sent your feedback in, we knew that there were likely to be a couple minor tweaks, minor adjustments to make the functionality, mostly just of the bag feature in itself. So yeah, let us know, positive, negative. I think most of it's been positive. I've been actually seeing quite a few of those carts out and about over the last couple of weeks out here in the Emporia area, and man, it seems like the people that have been using them have been loving them, and we look forward to hearing your feedback on those.
Yes, you can email me feedback if you want. You can also email me taco recipes. I will take any taco recipes. I had our second taco meetup, Disc Golf Fantasyman taco meetup, while I was in Joliet, Illinois, and had a really good time with the folks out there meeting up and eating some very good tacos. So make sure you stay tuned to Disc Golf Fantasyman Facebook page to find out when the next taco meetup will be. Shameless plug. Here we go. Next one. With the Music City Open part of next year's NT, will the DD crew be coming back to Nashville?
Yes.
I would imagine some of us will be out there. I'm super excited to go back to Nashville. It's such an awesome disc golf community. Such a great disc golf scene by the Music City Disc. Is it Disc Club? Or just discs? Music City Disc.
Yeah,
anyway.
One of those. Yeah.
Anyways, a really great scene out there. I'm super excited to see what they do with that super long course. Very challenging course. I think the last 3 holes, over 1,000 feet on that. So yeah, it will be really good. I thought I heard about a Ranger cooler bag. Is that correct? With the cooler material for the top pocket.
So one of the big, great idea. One of the big issues with that, and as a Ranger bag carrier myself when I'm not. Well, I guess I have a Ranger in my backpack cart as well when I use the cart. But the problem with throwing a cooler in the top is that makes the bag way too top heavy, which means if you get it on just a little bit of an angle, the bag is going to fall over. And we think that that is not a recipe for success for a product that people are going to enjoy and appreciate. And for that reason, we don't think that the Ranger bag with the cooler being on the top is the best move forward.
All right. Then we have, when can we expect more Lucid Raiders? I just read two sentences together. I need another drink. No. When can we expect more Lucid Wardens?
Are we really out of Lucid Wardens?
I don't know.
Man.
Scarlett's watching. Scarlett, do we have any Lucid Wardens? What do you got for us?
Whoa.
Oh, we don't.
Man.
Also,
you can
Scarlett
expect that.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, this week, hopefully.
Okay. Scarlett is also going to Torchy's Taco in Tulsa, so good on you, Scarlett. All right, let's get back to our new products we have coming up. We have the Paige. What?
Yeah.
Paige Pierce, 5-time world champion, Lucid-X Suspect. I know a lot of people are anxious and excited about this release. I, for one, am also excited because I am a suspect thrower, so I want something that's going to be a little more stable, and this is going to be amazing. I was watching Paige Pierce's Instagram story a few weeks ago when she got the prototype for it, or at least the samples of it, and she was throwing it and loving it. In fact, I believe she threw it during a competition, and she was really enjoying the flight of it.
She called me like, I don't know, 30 minutes before the round and said she just got a couple of those in. And she was like, hey, can I throw this in the tournament? I said, well, yeah, of course. It's a PDJ approved mold. But she just wanted to confirm if there weren't any adjustments to the actual mold in itself. And, this is a really special product that I think not enough people probably know the challenges with this and the fact that we didn't think that we were going to have. Of course, the craze of Lucid-X and the different way that the discs mold up with the Lucid-X plastic. There's been a lot of demand for this product, and with the Suspect getting retired, this was a product that we wanted to bring back out and celebrate Paige's 5th world title. And at first, Latitude 64 had communicated with us that they were the Lucid-X Suspect was not something that they could support in Lucid-X plastic because of too many production challenges where too concave of a top. As you know, the Suspect is super flat. There are some that are slightly domey, but typically you get a real flat top or a slight concaveness to it. Most of these that I have seen do have just a touch of that concave characteristic to it, but anyway, Latitude 64 went to overtime work as Paige won her 5th world title, and they were able to make this product a reality, and we finally got those in, and this is your opportunity to get a Lucid-X Suspect 5-time Paige Pierce world champion.
Yes. Did you mention the dates? I can't remember. The dates that are available?
I think they are this Friday, right?
October 25th, yes, this Friday. They'll be available this Friday, so make sure you're ready to go on that because I know these are going to go really fast. People are super excited about these.
If your local retailer or favorite online retailer hasn't picked them up yet, make sure you let them know that this is a product that is going to be here and then gone, and that they'd probably better pick up a few extra if they haven't already.
Absolutely. All right, so that's all we have as far as discs. Now we are down to a moment that everybody was waiting for. Anthony is going to grab our little remote camera so you guys can see up close the new Scout practice basket. This is a portable fold-up basket that you should be able to take with you if you're traveling or anything like that. You can take. It's nice and portable, so you can take with you. So Anthony's going to show us real quick the final product. We are super excited about this. Tell us a little bit about this basket, Jeremy.
Well, this has been a long time in the making, and
scared the crap out of me, Danny. Tell me.
Been a long time in the making, and I tell you what, maybe you need to save it for another episode, as we're already tracking longer on this episode than maybe I thought. But yeah, this is we've needed a more portable practice basket or a basket that we can help put in throughout PE programs and school systems. And yeah, this basket catches great. It's I believe it's the highest quality portable practice basket that's going to be on the market. It is very easy to set up and tear down, and Bobby's probably going to butcher this big time.
What are you trying to say?
Super high quality, very durable. A lot of the practice baskets that I used when I was
How's that for butchering it?
hey perfect. Oh gosh. Anyway, I think this is going to be very well received. We yeah. Boom boom. That's that. Oh, you
Fan of white there.
Took you just off camera. So yeah, anyway, that is just a couple weeks away from actually arriving here in our warehouse, and I'm looking forward to having a holiday launch for this product. And
Bartender. Oh, sorry.
JJ, we need you back. So thanks for all the support and patience on this product, and we look forward to actually releasing this here in the upcoming weeks.
And if you have any questions about the Scout basket, let us know in the YouTube chat, and we will get those answered for you.
Are we on to questions?
Someone said they do have a question. Is a Lucid-X Verdict ever going to be a thing?
Lucid-X Verdict has absolutely been a thing.
Boom.
We have utilized those for some of our tournament fundraiser discs that tournaments across the country have got their custom stamp on. And I know the Piney Woods Open, the player pack item for the amateur players, was a Lucid-X Verdict. It was a Verdict, right? That's what was said?
Yes, Lucid-X Verdict. And
I think that, oh man, I don't know whether we have more of those in stock or not. But yeah, you know, we've used those mostly for tournament support discs, as well as a couple team fundraiser discs. So if you've got a local tournament director in the area, maybe you could encourage that tournament director to reach out to us and bring in the Lucid-X Verdict as one of their tournament fundraiser discs for an upcoming tournament.
Excellent. We did have some questions. The change galvanized steel.
The chain is, I don't know the exact specifics on the chain. We'll get back to you on that one.
We'll get back to you on that one. Let's see. What was if chains come pre-attached, I might be in. Lots of questions about metal change pre-attached. Let's see. Price point on the Scout.
I know we were shooting for a lower price point, and I tell you what, the challenges and the struggles with the increased duties and tariffs that have been that have impacted a lot of these products. Ultimately, at the end of the day, it makes it where it's harder to achieve a lower price point, and I believe that we're going to be somewhere between $149 to $159 on that product. I don't have that official confirmation. I think part of that depends on the final bills that we end up getting on the product, but should expect it around there, and I do believe it is the highest quality practice basket that will be on the market for portable.
You got to love Dynamic Discs when you hear from the CEO and founder the transparency we have about our products. I think that's awesome, Jeremy. I think it's awesome that we have this connection with our customers and our followers where they can ask questions like that and get a true and honest answer. That's awesome. Can the Scout be used as a full-size basket for, say, Winter Marksman League, which is coming up pretty soon?
Well, for the Winter Marksman League, and maybe we'll just get right into that right now. But Winter Marksman League registration opens November 1st. And will end on January 13th, with the leagues starting on December 1st and must conclude by March 1st. The cool thing about the Winter Marksman League is it's just a great way to get the disc golf family together during the off season, where most of us that aren't in southern states need to find an indoor location for a putting league, and it's a great opportunity to reconnect with your disc golf family. And the absolute most incredible thing about Winter Marksman League is the U-Disc scoring and the way that you keep score on U-Disc. It's so easy. It's so incredible. As soon as you touch, whether you made 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 in each station, it goes live to the world. And it's really cool to compare yourself with some of the top disc golf players that are in the world that are participating in a Marksman League. in terms of actually utilizing that basket for a Winter Marksman League, yeah, it could be used. With that being said, I would recommend more of your traditional permanent basket or portable basket, because that basket's a little bit smaller, and I think that scores would be reflected. That a smaller basket's obviously going to be harder to make your putts on. So
Do you happen to know the weight of the Scout basket?
oh man, that got asked last time, and I did mention it, and maybe we'll look back.
Okay. Let's see.
It's pretty heavy duty. Well, but portable.
Does the basket have a way to keep it from falling over? I mean, it has legs.
It's got
the
tripod,
little
3 different
tripod-looking
legs.
legs, yeah.
Again, I do think it is it's a very wide base. I think that it is going to stand up better than the other practice baskets that are out there.
Premium maidens.
Premium maidens are Median.
Cheers.
I believe at the Latitude 64 factory store there might be a couple, or if there were, they sold out. But we will have a small batch of those. I believe that'll be at the very early part of 2020.
What colors will the Lucid-X Suspect be released in?
Whew. There was like
6
or 7,
Yeah,
5 or 6 different colors.
I have a newsletter that was sent out to the retailers that might have that, but I don't know if I can find it fast.
I feel like I saw obviously the ice clear, blue, yellow, orange, red. Thanks, Anthony.
Yeah. I'll say
you should
red,
probably pick up
pink,
one. You should probably pick up one of each. Yeah, pink. There we
like
go.
a seafoam blue, clear, yellow, white, black, and orange.
Ooh, that many colors.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
So lots of colors. Let's see. That's all for the questions. So what we got on our little agenda here. All right, so real quick on the transit cart, I think you mentioned someone asked a question about a transit cart, but just to refresh people's knowledge on the transit cart, we are sold out.
Sold out.
And it looks like we will have a restock March 2020, and we're looking to have 3 colors.
You got
So
it.
exciting for that. Something that I am very excited about as a veteran who served in the Marine Corps from 93 to 97, super proud that I was able to serve my country for those 4 years, is a new program called Veterans for Vets. And that is going to be launched. We're going to do an official launch on November 1st. And we're going to do some promos and some informational stuff so you can get to know more about it. But basically, it's going to be to where you can run events and raise funds for like your local VFW or any other military organizations in your area that could use some donations. So very excited about this. You'll learn a lot more information once November 1st hits. You can right now you can go to veteransforvets.com and get some information, but the official launch isn't until November 1st. So is it safe to say be kind of cautious about the information there because some of it might change? So the official thing won't be until November 1st, but super excited about that, but wanted to get the word out so you can kind of prepare for things in your area to take part in that. So,
Bobby, I want to tell you something you probably didn't know.
Oh.
Did you know that Emporia is the founding city of Veterans Day?
I didn't know that.
You didn't know
That's
that?
his way of saying, Bobby, why didn't you mention that Emporia is the... Yes. Emporia, another thing that makes this a really cool connection is Emporia is the founding city of Veterans Day. In fact, I did a video, and you can go to our YouTube channel and watch the video where I actually did a little bit of research on it and found out how it all got started and did a little video with a really cool voiceover and stuff like that where you can find out information of how Emporia became the founding city of Veterans Day. There. Can I keep my job now, Jeremy?
Yeah, you can.
Okay,
Bobby.
cool.
Yep, perfect.
All right, so we already talked about Winter Marksman League, but make sure you go to dynamicdiscs.com/WML, and that'll have information for you. Just to recap on the dates, registration starts November 1st and ends January 13th. Leads can begin December 1st and must conclude by March 1st, and UDisc will be used for scoring. That's going to be super exciting. We'll have a lot of videos and a lot of fun with that, so make sure you get excited. Oh, just because I just came from there, but the people that deal with disc golf, they do it in the ladies' prison. They do their putting league in the ladies' prison, and that's just pretty cool. that they do it in the
Wow.
prisons area there.
I'm
so.
scared.
All right, so next up is
Next up, I think, is just the fact that the 2020 Disc Golf Pro Tour and National Tour schedule was just released. It's kind of cool to see next year's schedule out, and just wanted to give everybody one more reminder about the Glass Blown Open. If you haven't planned to come see us in Emporia, Kansas, for what I think is the best disc golf event in the world, there's so much stuff that happens with the Glass Blown Open. If you want to travel somewhere to come be a part of an amazing disc golf event, come see us April 25th to May 2nd. That entire time, or just a couple days. Registration is opening for international players on November 4th, with registration opening up for others on November 11th. So more information about that will be coming out soon. And if you follow us on our social media channels, which I'm sure you guys do, you definitely won't miss it.
Oh, yes. Someone looks like Danny somebody got an answer. So the final report, the Scout basket weighs in at 25 pounds. Sean, thanks for the reminder. I meant to mention this to you. While I was in Lockport, Illinois, from Emporia, went to Lockport, there was a film crew out there filming an HBO pilot, and the name of the show was Emporia. They were filming a show in Lockport, Illinois about Emporia.
Don't you think they should have just filmed that here?
Hey, Hollywood. But I looked it up, and all I could find was like a casting call website, and they picked Lockport, Illinois, because they felt it looked like Kansas. So I don't know. It's a pilot, so it may never see the light of day. We may never see it, but apparently they were filming some sort of pilot show, a pilot for a show called Emporia, and it's about Emporia, Kansas. And if it doesn't have disc golf in it, then I am canceling my HBO subscription. Because how can you not think of Emporia and not think of disc golf?
Yeah.
So HBO, you're on notice.
Yeah.
Out. Anyway,
Hey,
so I thought that was pretty cool.
One of the things I love, if you go to visitemporia.com,
Shameless plug.
It's really, there's Radius. There's disc golf.
Yeah, see?
Go check out visitemporia.com and see, and just come see us in Emporia.
All right,
Hey,
so
next thing, I want Danny to
We were
pull
running
up-
long.
Yep, we're getting ready to wrap this up. I want Danny to pull up a JPEG of what we're getting ready to talk about. I think this will make for a great transition for Bobby.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Oh gosh, he threw. You're kidding me, Bob. You guys, if you could only see if you guys could only see Bobby running around like a little, I don't know what he's running around like. But anyway, Sailing the Seas with Dynamic Discs. Bobby and I and crew from DD are getting really excited about this great opportunity to. This is going to be my first. All right.
Okay.
Ben,
Aye, Captain. Aye, Captain.
we are absolutely going to get you to be a fake captain on there for like 6 seconds to take a picture.
Oh, so yeah, so I've got my captain's hat, cover, whatever, ready to go for Sailing the Seas. I tell you what, I am super excited. If you follow me on Instagram, Uncle Bobby Jr., you can see my stories where I'm pumping iron. I'm running away at the gym, getting ready to show off my cruise bod.
Yeah.
But no, it's going to be a good time out there. Super excited about it. I don't know what you said because I was trying to find this hat.
Yeah, you were, and it was right next
right
to
there the whole time.
Anyway, come party with us. It's gonna be a good time, and just gonna be cool to. This your first cruise too?
Yes, first cruise ever.
Yeah. My parents actually just got back from a cruise. They went for I don't know, basically a week, and just got back last night. And my parents just said what an amazing time they had on their cruise, and just that there's so much stuff to do on a cruise that you have to pick and choose what you're going to do, because on the boat there's just so many different things happening. And my wife and I, ever since our honeymoon, we've gone on at least one all-inclusive vacation to Mexico, Jamaica, Dominican Republic, and we haven't done a cruise together. And this is gonna be my first cruise, and I'm pumped. So
I am super pumped. It's going to be ecstatic. Of course, I'll be doing all my disc golf adventure vlog and stuff there, so you guys will be able to check it out and be a part of it once we're back. But it should be good times.
yeah, other fun stuff.
Oh wait, if you want more information, make sure you go on Facebook and look up search Sailing the Seas with Dynamic Discs. And actually, if you have real quick, grab something to write with. And you can still sign up to go. You can go to Sailing the Sea with Dynamic Discs, but if you don't want to go on Facebook and you want to get more information, I'm going to give you an email address. So write down this email address. It's Alston@travelmation.net. ALSTON at travelmation, TRAVELMATION.net. Email him and say you're wanting information on Sailing the Seas with Dynamic Discs. We want to see you out there. We're going to have an awesome time just kicking back and having a great time. In January, when it's usually cold just about everywhere where everybody else is, we're going to be on a nice warm boat having a great time.
Booyah. It'll be here before I know it. Can't believe that it is already October 21st.
I know.
Where does the time go, man? Other fun stuff, just a little update. Doing a little RV shopping for Emerson Keith. I think I might have mentioned that before, but we're looking to get that wrapped up soon so that he can get his touring RV for the 2020 season and beyond. And then we're also Tyler Searle. His RV's falling apart and doing a little RV shopping for him as well so that he can continue to promote and grow disc golf as he tours and travels the country. So 2 new RVs happening, and we just bought a trailer for the Emporia. We'll call it the Emporia Media RV, but we're looking to do a little more disc golf events out of our RV that we have here. I don't know. I think that's about it, guys. To tell you what, we really appreciate everything that you guys do to support Dynamic Discs, and just want to encourage you guys as the season winds down, take that little bit of time, find that 9-hole course that you have in your community, and grab a coworker, grab a friend, grab somebody that's never played disc golf. Give them one of your used old discs that are going to fly great for them that you've outgrown, and let's share the sport. Let's grow the sport, and it's going to be awesome.
All right, we got a winner for that Warden from the Incarcerated. I see that Joshua Durina. I know I'm saying that wrong, and Robert's probably sitting at his desk correcting my pronunciation. Joshua Turina, I believe that's how you say his name. Send me an email, Bobby, B-O-B-B-Y, at dynamicdiscs.com, and we'll figure out how to get you that Warden. Thank you guys so much for playing along.
Thanks, Joshua.
And for taking a screenshot of me screaming, hallelujah, hallelujah.
Are you on a roller coaster?
I don't know if I'm on a roller coaster or what. So it's all good. So, yeah, send us that screenshot. Or send me an email, Joshua, and let me know that you heard me and that we figure out how to get you that disc for sure.
Yeah, one last shout out to Radius and JJ. Again, if you haven't come to Emporia, Kansas, come check out the disc golf capital of the world. There's nothing, there's no shortage of disc golf, and I tell you what, we love seeing guests in town, and it's really cool to see the out-of-state license tags at our local courses. So come see us sometime soon. What else you got, Bobby?
Aye, Captain.
Always working on something.
Always working on something.
Appreciate you guys.
We'll see you guys.
Thanks for tuning in.